Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
What's up, LumioseStation, and welcome back to another episode of the Pokémon DataDex with me, TheOneIntegral. In last week's episode, we covered the one and only Arcanine, and at the end of the video, or at the start and the end, I asked you guys to vote on this week's episode, choosing between three Pokémon, obviously Torterra, Infernape, and Empoleon. Now, when I went through to check the votes earlier, Infernape and Empoleon actually had the same amount of votes, so I thought, okay, what do I do here? So I quickly popped over to my Twitter, made a quick straw poll, told my guys 15 minutes, choose, and overall Empoleon came out as the winner. So that's decided there. I had no other way of sort of choosing, so yeah, that's how I did it in the end. So we're covering Empoleon today. Next week's vote, we are looking at the dragon types from the Unova region. We have a choice of Haxorus and Hydreigon. So put down in the comments now which one you want to see next week, and whichever one gets the most votes, I shall be covering in next week's video. Anyway, let's get on and talk more about our lovely friend Empoleon. So Empoleon is the final evolution of Piplup, being the water starter type Pokemon from the Sinnoh region. It's the Emperor Pokemon and is a water steel type. It's number 395 in the National Pokédex, and being a starter Pokemon from another region doesn't actually appear in the Kalos Pokédex, unless it's just Kalos and Kanto that do that, but anyway, that's irrelevant. Dimensions for Empoleon: it's 5'7" inches tall, or 1.7 meters tall, and weighs 186.3 pounds or 84.5 kilograms. It's in the water and field egg groups and is primarily a male, more rare to find a female than a male Empoleon. Evolution chain wise, as I said, it evolves from Piplup, or Piplup evolves into Primplup at level 16, and then Primplup will eventually evolve into Empoleon, starting at level 36. Base stat wise, for Empoleon, we can see health points are 84, attack 86, defense 88, which are, they're not amazing, but they're alright. Special attack here is 111 and special defense is 101, with speed bringing out the rear at a terrible 60. So as you can see, it has its best stat is special attack, which you wouldn't actually expect from looking at Empoleon because it looks like a physical attacker. Plus, most of the moves it gets, or most of the moves it has access to, I think, are physical moves. So unfortunately that's not brilliant for Empoleon there. But it does have some decent special bulk as well, so generally it's a special Pokemon rather than physical, which is what you'd expect. So sometimes Pokemon really just doesn't do what you expect it to. So, first up, if you look at its typing, obviously it's a water steel type, which means it has a hell of a lot of resistances. It resists a total of 10 types, being normal, water, flying, rock, bug, psychic, ice, dragon, steel, and fairy. It used to actually resist 12 types before they changed how steel, ghost, and dark interact, which was crazy back in Generation 4, Generation 5, etc. It is weak to 3 types, however, being fighting, ground, and electric. Ground and electric are reasonably common and competitive, same with fighting to be honest, so those are 3 weaknesses you really have to watch out for. But it is immune to 1 type as well, being the poison type, because obviously it's steel, and steel can be poisoned. So overall, it is very good against 11 types, which is pretty good. It takes neutral from the other 4, which are grass, fire, ghost, and dark. So really, it's a pretty good typing, to be honest. I'm not going to complain about Empoleon's typing at all here, it's pretty decent. However, ability-wise for Empoleon, it's not very good at all. Okay, obviously it's got the basic Torrent ability here, as with all the other water-type starter Pokemon, which powers up water-type moves when the Pokemon is in trouble, so when your health is below a third, I think, it powers up the power of water-type moves, which is okay. It's nothing brilliant, but it's okay. Empoleon's hidden ability, however, is just terrible for it, which is Defiant, which boosts the attack stat when one of its stats are lowered. And as we've already said, Empoleon's a special attacker, so yeah, that's not very helpful there. So generally you're always going to be using Torrent, unless obviously for some reason you're deciding to use a physical set for Empoleon, which is a bit weird because obviously it's got a high special attack stat, but generally we're looking at Torrent for the ability. So really, ability wise, it doesn't really look good for Empoleon. This is one of the reasons why it's not as used as much. Highlighted moves now for Empoleon. We've got 1 level up move, a decent amount of TMs, and then some transfers. The 1 level up move is level 59, which is Hydro Pump, which is, as you know, powerful water type move, special because, as we said, it's a special attacker. And obviously we are looking at another water type move later on, but Hydro Pump is learned via level up at level 59. Very powerful, not brilliant accuracy though, so it really needs to be used when it's just sort of like going for the all-out attacking there. Then we have TMO5 Roar. Now, as we saw earlier, it has a pretty decent special bulk, so Roar is going to be good for a sort of a bulky set, sort of to allow you to roar the opponent out if needed. Then TMO6, it can learn Toxic. Everyone knows about Toxic. I don't need to explain Toxic here. Badly poisons the opponent. Again, for bulk, it's not too bad. TM13, it can learn Ice Beam, special attacking move, bit more coverage there, so you've got water and ice now. No stab, because obviously it's not an ice type, which is obvious. But obviously Ice Beam is pretty good there. Chance to freeze as well, which is all based on luck, but still. Then, TM17, it can learn Protect, which is normal type move, protects it from, well, moves, as you might expect, and so, protects itself for a turn, which is pretty decent. As I said, bulky set, so again, it's going to sort of help us, especially when we use it in tandem with Toxic and such. TM55, it can learn Scold. Let's see what water type move we're looking at here. Powerful water type move, does have the chance to burn, which is quite good, especially against physical attackers, and as we sort of saw, Empoleon has mainly special bulk, so if you can get the burn off, you're pretty good. Then next up we have TM86 Grass Knot. No special move here, dependent on weight, but it gives it a bit more coverage against rock type. Well, it's got coverage against rock and ground types already because of Scold, because of other water type moves, but it gives it some more coverage against other moves, other types that you wouldn't necessarily have coverage against otherwise. Then TM91, it can learn Flash Cannon. Powerful steel type move, again special. We do get stab from this one, which is quite good. A Flash Cannon is quite a decent move overall in general, there's not much else to say for it. Then the two transfer moves we have here. First up is Defog, which removes all the hazards on the battlefield, stuff like that, which is quite good again for a bulky set. Allows you to get rid of hazards if you need to. And then finally we have Stealth Rock, another transfer move. Again, good for a bulky set because then you can use it to set Stealth Rocks up generally. So if we actually go on to look at the Wi-Fi battling setups now. First one, as I said, as I mentioned loads of times, is a bulk set, and the second one is all about attacking, just going all out sort of thing. So, moveset for the bulk set is Scold, and we have Stealth Rock or Defog, Ice Beam or Toxic, and then Roar or Protect. Ability, as I mentioned, is always Torrent, at least when we're using special attack. Nature is Calm, held item is Leftovers, and EVs go in maximum health points, maximum special defense, and the rest in special attack. So this is a specially defensive set. As you can see, Scold is our main attacking move because you get stabbed from it, and obviously there's the chance to burn, which is quite good if you come up against the physical attacker. Then the choice of Stealth Rock or Defog depends on what else you're using on your team. If you've already got someone to use Stealth Rocks and Spikes and whatnot, you can go for Defog, and then use it sort of as instead of a Rapid Spinner. If you haven't got any other hazards on the team though, you might want to think about running Stealth Rock just to get the Stealth Rock up, and now obviously those do come in quite helpful, especially if depending on the opponent using fire types, etc. Then we have Ice Beam or Toxic now. Toxic to go for some sort of casual over time health reduction. We give the Ice Beam just to get some more coverage. Whereas if you come up against a Water Absorb Pokemon or a Storm Drain Pokemon, then you're not going to be able to do very much because obviously Scold can't be used if you haven't got Ice Beam. So Ice Beam could come in helpful there. But again, Toxic is going to allow you sort of just to bulk it out a bit more if you're not going for the burn from Scold. So really, it's up to you. It depends. You've got to choose what you want. Really, it's your preference. Finally, Roar or Protect. Protect is going to allow you to sort of, stall out the Toxic, stall out with Leftovers, get some more health points back and whatnot. Whereas Roar is going to allow you to send the enemy Pokemon out if they bring, a one you don't want in. So, say they're setting up on you because you're a bulk, you can roar them out, and it will be fine and dandy because then they've lost their stat changes. So that's one use of Roar there. Ability I don't need to talk about. Nature is Calm, which is going to boost your special defense and lower your physical attack because it's a special attacking set. Held item Leftovers just because we're bulk, so you need some health point restoration. And EV's maximum health points and special defense just to give it all the bulk in there, and the rest in special attack just to give it a tiny bit special attacking power. Not a huge amount, but a good bit, a tiny bit. So that's really pretty much it for the bulk set. You just want to come in, use Stealth Rock or Defog if you need it, set a Toxic up if you can, and then Scold, Protect, Roar, whatever you need to just stall the opponent out. Not annoying stalling, but bulk stalling. Okay. So let's move on to the next set for Empoleon, which is, as I mentioned, a full-out all-attacking set. Moveset here is Scold or Hydro Pump. Because we're going all-out attacking, we can use Hydro Pump here just to get the power off. Then we have Ice Beam, then we have Grass Knot, and then finally we have Flash Cannon or Hidden Power. Hidden Power is really, it depends what comes up. If you get a terrible hidden power like Water or Grass or Ice, which you already got, you may as well put Flash Cannon there, but if it's a different one to give you a bit more type coverage, then definitely go for it there. Ability is Torrent, as we sort of mentioned already. Nature this time is Modest. You could run Timid, but as we know, it doesn't exactly have a high speed stat, so Timid is not going to be too helpful there. Held item is Assault Vest or Choice Specs. Assault Vest because obviously all we got is 4 attacking moves, so we can use Assault Vest, and the same with Choice Specs really. Assault Vest is going to give you some more bulk, whereas Choice Specs is going to give you some more attacking, so again it really depends on how you want to use it. EVs then are maximum special attack with 200 in health points and 56 in speed. The special attack is obviously just going to give you the all-out attacking. Health points is just going to give you a bit more bulk, and then finally the 56 in speed is just going to allow you to be faster than some slow things. For example, a slow Pokemon, I don't know, like, I don't want to say it because it might not be faster than Metagross, faster than, well, I'm thinking of Metagross as an example. Might be faster than Empoleon or not, because Metagross might carry Earthquake, and obviously if you're slower than that, then you're going to be able to be taken out by an Earthquake fairly quickly, whereas obviously if you're faster with that extra speed, you might be able to take them out with a Scold or whatever. So, all out attacking set, there's not much to say here really. If you're Assault Vesta, you can have some more bulk, some nice bulk there. If you're Choice Specs, you're going to be able to go for the power there. Scold, Hydro Pump, you know, it's given really, it depends on how you want to use it. You can go for Hydro Pump if you're using Choice Specs just to get all the power off, or you can go for Scold if you have the Assault Vest, because then you be hanging around a bit longer, so you might not want to be actually missing attacks and whatnot. Ice Beam and Grass Knot are just there, and as I said with hidden power already, it really depends what type of hidden power it is. If it's, I don't know, Dragon, there's no point in using it because you have Ice Beam. If it's Dark, you could use it for coverage against Ghost types, Psychic types, etc. But really, it depends what type it is. Ability, don't need to speak about Nature, I've already sort of said about as well. Modest is just going to give you a nice special attack boost. Timid can be used, but it's up to you. But I think that's pretty much it to say this for this set. You know, it's just an all-out attacking set. Come and use the attacks you need to, and then switch out when needed. And then that makes it really much it for Empoleon too. It's not a very diverse Pokemon. As I've said, it's in UU, I'm pretty sure, and it doesn't really sit high in that tier because of its lack of ability, lack of decent ability there, which is a shame really, because Empoleon could be pretty good if it had something a bit better, a bit more supportive for its ability. But oh well. As I said at the start, guys, please be sure to comment down below whether you want to see Hydreigon or Haxorus in the next episode, and I'll tot up the votes in a few days' time, and then I shall make the episode, and whichever one comes out top, I will be making the episode on. So guys, that's pretty much it for this DataDex episode. If you haven't already, be sure to smash the like button on that video, and leave a comment down below voting, and I'll be seeing you next time, guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.